The voice that you heard, did it sound female or male?
The caller sounded male.
I'll just kind of go in each classroom and call the phone number and see if we can hear it. But I don't want to spook anybody that's got a gun in here. Come over here real quick.
Who's the person that has the gun? I don't know their names. I just seen them in the bathroom. When?
It's hard for me to believe you. Your son's going to be placed under arrest. Call 911 when there's nobody need help.
Tuesday, October 29th, 2024, Hobbs, New Mexico. At 10:40 a.m., the school day is abruptly interrupted when an anonymous 911 call reports a possible threat against local schools. The call is brief but serious enough to trigger a district-wide emergency response. Preliminary investigation, aided by phone tracing technology, quickly leads officers to Hobbs Alternative School, an institution for students with serious disciplinary or behavioral records. I'm Tyler, and today's Daily Dose of Crime features exclusive, never-before-seen footage from police records and court documents. Every individual involved is presumed to be innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Viewer discretion is advised for mature content.
Between the high school and the cafeteria area.
I'm asking you what was. Tell me what.
Upon arriving at Hobbs Alternative School, officers begin by checking a student walking through the hallway. Their top priority, locate whoever made the threatening phone call.
So I got two in the office. The pastor is in my office. He had the vape first. I'm assuming it's THC. I haven't located it yet, so I don't know where they have it stashed at, but the kid he passed it to doesn't have it anywhere that we can.
We have it covered right now. Thank you, ma'am.
But you can clearly see it on camera. So Marion White passed it to a boy that was next to this kid. The kid passed it to him, and then Manuel Alcala, who's in the other office over there, is the one who took it in his possession. They then left class, and I tried to catch them before they got to the next class, but they got to this class before I...
Did Faulkner tell you that someone called 911 saying that there's somebody in the classroom with a gun?
Oh, no.
900 dispatcher. We got any more 49 on our 911 call?
Once inside, officers are directed to two staff members. One is patted down as a precaution, and the other, an administrative worker, provides the first meaningful clue. She reports that a breathalyzer kept in one of the offices was taken without permission by a student. She adds that after class ended, she saw the student leave with another boy, and both entered another room before she could stop them. Authorities now realize this is no minor incident. They're inside a facility that houses youth with serious behavioral histories, and any oversight could have real consequences. From this point forward, the search intensifies, and every witness statement matters.
Let me get to someplace where I can write down. All right, I'm at the front desk at the alt school. If you're here, if not, you can send me a post service and give me the 49. We got information on the 911 call. He's going to give me the name. We'll look it up, figure out who it is.
Okay.
That way I don't have to go through class to class to class trying to figure out which one called 911. And if it's a whole...
Indoor secure.
Okay. Go ahead and just, if you can bring that note.
Is it a kiddo I need to look up, or is it a what?
He's going to come and tell me.
We'll pull them for you.
School staff cooperate closely with officers, knowing that this is a credible threat and every minute lost delays the suspect's identification. In a high-risk institution, cooperation becomes critical.
If you guys want to just walk the halls, just the two of you, okay.
Yes, two fine.
Just walk the halls for a minute. Just stay there in case something pops off. Until I get some more information as to where we're at.
Hey, can you watch this door, Brittany?
Yes, you just mentioned I'm not so long before the 44 minutes.
What's Sergio's last name?
Urias.
Where's he at? Where he is, and I'm gonna go ask him about this.
They'll be the call that.
While other schools in the district remain on secure protocol, officers focus efforts on Hobbs Alternative. One officer radios dispatch requesting case details, but nothing has reached the station yet. Without official documentation, the officer decides to contact the 911 caller directly. To minimize risk, they secure the admin office and restrict key access points. Staff is warned that the suspect could be armed inside the building, turning what began as a standard call into a critical operation.
Grab the phone number.
Yeah, what's the name of the kiddo or the person?
So the case comes back to a Lombardo, Lincoln Edward Ocean, Broadway. So Lincoln Edward. I'm sorry. Leobardo. Lombardo.
Okay.
Hernandez.
Phone tracing narrows the search, and it comes down to two last names, Hernandez and Flores. The search and the investigation will now continue from classroom to classroom.
What classes are? No, for all school, because the 911 saying that it came from here,
Okay.
and that someone's whispering in class saying they see a gun. So I need to know what Hernandez we got, so I can go to each one of them and talk to them.
We can pull up, who, if this is dad, we can pull
I
up
got
who
the
that's the
address
dad
too, Seth.
of.
Okay, yeah, give me the address.
I got the paperwork in my hand. I'm almost to you.
Okay.
97.
Yeah, but every Hernandez you got, we'll go from there, and then we'll get an address too, so you can search by address. That should narrow it down.
You dispatch 97.
So a 911 call came in saying that somebody saw a gun in there. They're investigating a vape that looked like that was a gun being transacted. We did Terry Pat on them, nothing. So as soon as I find out who called 911, I can talk to them and find out if there's something more I gotta do.
With the building partially locked down, officers obtain a key piece of information, the name of the suspect's father. Using this, they begin combing through school records while coordinating with dispatch. Soon, it's confirmed the 911 call came from a phone tied to a student named Hernandez, and meanwhile, the surname Flores is also flagged as a possible match. Investigators are leaving nothing to chance, aware that threats in Hobbs schools have evolved from vague online postings to direct contact with emergency services. This incident marks a troubling escalation. The search is tightening, but the suspect remains unidentified.
Is it a male?
The 911 caller? Diner dispatch. Just verifying based off of audio that the voice that you heard, does it sound female or male?
Hey, there, give me a rep.
And then the other thing is it could be their dad or mom has got a different last name too.
Hey, did you confirm you're on rep 287 for dispatch speaking?
But hopefully I get that address. That'll help.
Dispatch 900, being advised that the caller sounded male.
10-4, thank you, male. So it was a male voice that called in.
We don't have the address.
Not yet. Solomon said he's about to walk up right now.
10-2, I was confirming you were just able to get a plat on that 911.
Okay, so he's gonna have the address. If you guys can search by the address, that should give us, hopefully, right? Knock on wood.
Dispatch 949, we're being advised that the voice sounded male and young.
10-4, thank you. What's your address, brother?
So 1511 North.
Hey, 3000 DS, we're in
1511
So it comes back to this dude. The number comes back to him.
North Cochran, you said? Oh, yeah, Cochran.
I have Torres and Hernandez going over.
Can I call you back? All right. You know what? You're at the alt school? Okay.
Possible relatives?
So another possible last name is Flores.
Okay, we do have four. We have Gustavo, we have Gustavo.
Margareta Flores.
Eli. And Eli. Eli's not here today. He is here? Okay. And Gustavo. Yeah,
Okay,
those are the
I guess we'll start by pulling them out of class and
Oh, it's verified.
An investigation moves swiftly inside the school. A new report confirms the suspect is male, further narrowing the pool. An officer asks staff to cross-check both surnames Hernandez and Flores against enrollment records. The school's context complicates the process. Students here are used to strict protocols and at times display evasive behavior. As names are reviewed and radio traffic continues, officers remain alert to the possibility the suspect is still on site. And every minute matters.
Puedes sacar sus manos así. So, nada más lo va a checar por si tiene alguna arma o lo que sea, ¿ok? ¿Nada más habla español?
Sí, nada más español, no sé nada.
Okay.
Sé poquito, pero no mucho.
Ok, so se tiene que quedar aquí, ¿ok? Nada más no toque sus bolsillos, nada de eso, ¿ok?
¿No?
The first student questioned cooperates without resistance, offering his information, but he's visibly tense. In an environment where everyone knows an investigation is underway, nervousness can speak volumes.
call came in at 2:04.
You want to get your order or not?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Oh, I said.
Okay. What's his name?
Azael Villalobos.
Does he have a cell phone on?
¿Tienes un teléfono contigo?
No, está en mi casa, no funciona.
He has one at home. It doesn't work.
What's the number?
¿Qué es el número de teléfono que tienes?
It's basically ding, bing, 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 and then one right down there.
600 wing 6 here.
We got, the phone number is associated with a Martinez who's also related to a Flores. So we don't have any Hernandez's here, but we have two Flores's here. We're gonna pull them out and ask them, did you call 911? You're safe, tell us what's going on. Because the 911 didn't want to give much information and just was whispering. So don't know if it was just a hoax, don't know if I really did see something, but we're gonna escort him out of the class. Okay.
With Hernandez and Flores as the primary leads, officers continue narrowing down the list of possible suspects. A student is questioned in the hallway, and when asked about his phone, he claims he doesn't have it and says it doesn't work. At the officer's request, he provides his number and address for record keeping. Meanwhile, other officers confirm with school staff that there's no student named Hernandez in the building. And so that leaves two students with the last name Flores. The list is getting shorter, but there's still no definitive ID. The question remains, who made the call and how did they manage to avoid detection?
He's Spanish speaking? Yes. Okay. Just ask him if he called 911 and kind of get some basic information out of him. Dispatch, can I get the phone number, the 911 phone number, please?
10-4, public service for this call is 575. Advise if I need a 10-9.
10-9, please.
10-4, 575-602-8638.
8638? Okay. Is that his number? Can you ask him if that's...
10-4, he's clear.
Another student hands over his phone records voluntarily, but there's no match with the number from the 911 call. The suspect list is shrinking, but the answers are not coming fast enough.
949, we're being advised possibly at the end of the call.
677.
Subject said that's all I can tell you before you disconnected.
Somebody made a call.
10-4, same number?
Affirmative, it's from the original 911 call.
10-4. I guess the only thing we can do now is just kind of go in each classroom and call the phone number and see if we can hear it. Other than that, I'm running out of ideas.
Well, we're looking that up to see if it belongs to a parent of any student here.
We looked that up, and the only two were the two Flores that we had, because those were the two last names. Hernandez and Flores were the two last names. We have no students with Hernandez, and we only have two with Flores, and both of those have phones, but none of them are the match for the number we have.
Let's do that then.
Yeah, go ahead and back to class.
The list of potential suspects is down to only a few. A new student is brought in for verification, and he cooperates and once cleared is allowed to return to class. Though the process feels routine, every false lead eats up valuable time and raises the pressure on officers. When a radio update shifts the momentum, they've pinpointed the exact number used in the call. The next move is simple but critical. Dial the number from each classroom and wait to see where it rings.
And he was tucking something in somewhere? Okay. Yeah, he can go back to class.
Oh. We'll get together after the state.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have 911.
Yeah, I think so.
That's when they made.
Yes, ma'am. All right, fine. I think it was 10:46, right? It's in the hospital, right?
And you said it's pinging in the freshman school, but it comes back.
No. Yeah, hold on.
Let's see if it's this.
He went to the bathroom around that time the call came out.
Okay. Yeah.
One detail draws attention. One student has remained in the bathroom since the sweep began. His prolonged absence triggered suspicion, and officers now begin to keep a close watch.
Come over here real quick.
We're just gonna pat it down for weapons right now.
I'm
Sergeant Torres. I'm with the Hobbs Police Department Criminal Investigations Division. Okay? You understand why we're contacting you right now? Are you sure? No weapons. Okay. How many phones do you got on you?
Just the one?
Over here.
Have a seat. I gotta get in front of the car. Yeah, I'm burning.
Before the questioning begins, the student insists his mother be present. Officers comply, following New Mexico juvenile procedures.
What's your mom's name?
What's your mom's
Your
name?
mom. Okay.
We'll get to that here in a second.
They were like, that her son's in this room right here. And so whenever, and they were like, he went to the bathroom, and then next thing you know, this call came in and he walked back to the classroom. And then I got his phone because I was telling Maruj, I said, the ping, I said, he might have turned his phone off. So I get him and I see the phone. Well, then right when we were walking in here, because we were just like, move, he tries to go for that phone. I was like, nah, I'll take that. So we got it, but it's off. So that's why I think the ping went off, delayed. So I read him his Miranda, told him you have a right to have a parent guardian here with you, blah, blah, blah. He didn't say anything. He just wants to know what's up. I told him to get in contact with mom. Right now it's disconnected, so if Santos said if they need to go contact mom or something, we can. And I can ask him if he wants to talk without a parent here present.
You can always put her on speakerphone.
Yeah,
I've done that a
we
lot
can do
of times.
that.
It works fine.
Oh, okay, looks like he's in contact. But I'll ask him if he wants to talk to me without mom present, and then we can go from there.
Okay.
The prime suspect is located and searched by multiple officers before being taken to an interview room. Before questioning starts, investigators call his mother as required by protocol when dealing with minors. One officer briefs his team. When they tried calling the trace number, the student's phone didn't ring. It had been manually silenced. That small technical move delayed the entire ID process. Though the student still had the phone, it had remained off since officers arrived. Now, with the phone in hand and the suspect ready to speak, investigators are close to confirming whether he was behind the call that triggered the district-wide lockdown.
Good, here. You have a seat right here by your son. So my name's Detective Sergeant Solomon. This is Detective Sergeant Torres. The reason we were here right now is we got a phone call of an individual calling 911, basically saying that they have a gun or somebody has a gun, and it's off of Sanger Street. The phone plotted here at this school. Okay. I guess during that whole transition, your son is observed going to the bathroom, the time of the 911 call, and then he goes back to this to his classroom.
Okay.
What is your son's phone number? He said he doesn't know it.
He just barely got it yesterday.
Okay.
He said he may have called you from that number or something.
So we seized the cell phone. We're going to get a search warrant for it, just so you're aware.
It's okay. I didn't put it. His grandma put it yesterday for him.
His grandma?
Yes. I think it's
56. Okay, that's the phone number that called 911. Okay? So obviously that's why we're here.
The student's mother confirms what investigators suspected. Her son's number matches the 911 call from the night before and now from this morning. And there's no doubt who it was that made the call.
So we're just trying to get to the truth of what happened. So that's why we're here, man.
And it's the best opportunity for you to give your side instead of other people filling in holes. I think that's your right as an individual to do that. Instead of somebody else speaking for you, it's an opportunity for you to do that.
Why did you call? Huh? You think it's funny? It's a joke or what? I wasn't lying about that part. So you weren't lying about, okay, well, if you know who has the gun, tell them. Because supposedly, I don't know if you did a search warrant yesterday on someone here too. Because he said that somebody had a gun. That's what he was telling me.
If you weren't lying about the information, then explain that.
It don't matter if it makes you snitch.
Well, so you have to understand right now, it looks like you're trying to scare people. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Are you crying wolf or is there an actual gun here, brother?
Because that changes things drastically.
Changes everything.
Tell them.
Does somebody have a gun on this campus? Yes or no?
Inside the interview room, the detective asks the suspect's mother to confirm her son's phone number. She does so without hesitation, and the match is immediate. It's the same number that dialed 911. With that confirmation, the officer asks the student to explain exactly what he said during the call. But instead of clarity, his answer raises more red flags. He claims vaguely that someone at the high school had a gun, though he can't name who it is. Then he changes his story and now says that more than one person had a gun. The inconsistency only deepens the suspicion.
I really don't know about here, but I know at the high school.
Okay, high school. What's his name? Or her name?
I don't know their names, but I just know. I see them in the bathroom sometimes.
Brian Dominguez to the office, please.
So whenever you made that phone call, you were here though?
Yeah.
And then that was where you went to the restroom and made that call?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so at that time it was said that somebody has the gun and it indicated here or it would have.
Because yesterday I also got trained at the. It was at some game over there by the high school.
The basketball game?
Yeah.
Tasker Arena?
Yeah.
Okay. And when did that happen?
Last night, I think.
Okay. And what happened?
I got pressed by two black dudes. They both had dreads. They were tall. And they came up to me. They wanted to take my phone and they wanted to see what else I had on me. Which I didn't tell no one because that could get me into more problems if they see me again or something. Because I can get shot or killed.
The student's answers spiral further. He now says two people tried to rob him the day before, using the same gun. Officers quickly realize this isn't only a lie, it's a shifting narrative built on fiction.
It was in the backside. On the side of the arena,
Mm-hmm.
Here to the side on the corner right there.
Like near the tennis courts?
Yeah.
Okay. And
To the office, please.
did you know who this individual was? Or these individuals?
No, they just told me. They were just like, give us your stuff. So I just told them no, and then they just left.
But you thought if you didn't cooperate, you were going to get shot?
I really didn't know.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, okay? But it's hard for me to believe you because you're as you're telling a story, you're trying not to smile.
During the interview, the student tries to contain his laughter while claiming he's serious, and to investigators, it's not only dishonesty, it's a clear sign he's downplaying the severity of what he's done.
But what you're stating when you called 911 yesterday is not what happened. Okay? I have that 911 call as well. Okay? So you need to be truthful, man. This is serious. You think I don't
Were you aware of the call last night?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So a call came in yesterday or last night And all it said came from the same number that it's associated to your son now.
During the interview, the suspect's story becomes increasingly inconsistent. He claims 2 individuals tried to take his phone, but keeps changing the location of the incident, first saying it happened outside the testing room, then somewhere else in the building, and finally near the tennis courts. His carefree attitude and attempts to hold back laughter raise serious concerns. The officer and detective confront him directly while his mother listens. They go over the facts. The first false 911 call was placed the night before, and the second was made the next morning during school hours. The conclusion becomes unavoidable. The student made the entire story up. The case is now moving toward his arrest.
And it says that somebody at the task arena has a gun.
And is going to shoot kids.
And is going to shoot kids and hangs up. And then now we're dealing with the same thing today.
And so this wasn't, it changes a little bit from I'm being approached by someone to somebody's in this arena going to shoot kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not trying to disrespect your son, but I just don't believe him. Just based off, we have the recordings. That's what I'm telling you. We have the recordings from the 911. Everything's recorded. When you call 911, everything's.
So what time did he call last night?
It was about, if I'm not mistaken, 7:53 p.m.
That's the time that I told you that I was gonna.
Ma'am, you have your license on?
I'm not lying. Because I did call because it was true what I said.
So you said somebody here. So who has the gun here right now?
Not here.
Because we locked everything down. Whenever that call was made, everything got locked down. So who has it?
I didn't mean it like that. I meant somebody over there has it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you.
And then
let me pull the 911.
Yeah, and then the call last night where these people are going to shoot kids. Explain that.
Sergio, Ryan City office, please. Sergio.
As investigators press him with the facts, the student runs out of excuses. His version of the events just don't add up, and now it switches from asking questions to collecting evidence for prosecution. The interview grows increasingly frustrating for investigators, and they point out the contradictions. His stories don't align, the locations don't match, and his details fall apart under scrutiny. The student, now visibly uneasy, struggles to answer clearly, claiming he doesn't know who had the gun and can't remember any names. His body language is evasive and his statements are vague. Officers are convinced that he's lying, an attempt to make him understand the seriousness of the situation, but he continues to dodge responsibility. What began as an anonymous threat has now revealed a deliberate, unjustified act that disrupted an entire school district.
Who's the person that has the gun? 3 now. 3 people.
3 now? What do you mean?
And you're not gonna say anybody.
I don't know their names. I just seen them in the bathroom.
When?
Huh?
When?
Oh my god.
When did you see him in the bathroom? Telling the truth. If you're telling the truth, tell him who it is.
So what's going to happen right now, just kind of so you're aware, your son's going to be placed under arrest. Okay.
During questioning, the suspect's mother reveals that her son had been living with his father for the past month due to behavioral issues. The night before the incident was the first time he had slept at her house in weeks, and that same night, the first fake 911 call was made. The timing, combined with the student's conflicting accounts and confirmation of his phone number, leads the detectives to make one final decision. The teen is formally placed under arrest. The case is turned over to Juvenile Probation Services and now includes 2 separate incidents under investigation. After nearly an hour of questioning, investigators determined that the entire story is a fabrication. None of the suspect's claims hold up, and his narrative falls completely apart.
No, you're dumb.
Stand up.
You're the one that's dumb, not
Stand
him.
up. Hands on your back.
We're calling 911.
Exactly.
When there's nobody need help.
Do you see how many police officers are here? Not even just from policy.
And then slide in, sit down, slide in backwards. Well, I'll do the complaint. That's all right.
Once his identity and prior record are confirmed, officers finalize the arrest. The teen is escorted to a patrol car and transported to the station, where the case will continue under New Mexico's juvenile justice system. Though he's a minor, his mother had previously disclosed a prior history of theft, and now he must face the consequences of triggering a district-wide emergency with a false report. Authorities confirmed that he had a prior record for theft and that his behavior during the investigation was evasive and inconsistent. Because the offender is a juvenile, his identity is protected by law, but law enforcement confirmed his direct connection to the anonymous 911 call. The case is being handled under New Mexico's juvenile justice system. The primary charge falls under MSA 1978 Section 30-22-4 for false reporting to law enforcement. Additional charges may include disorderly conduct, interference with educational institutions, and misuse of emergency services. As for sentencing, the specific rehab program has not been disclosed. However, typical dispositions in such cases include probation with strict conditions, mandatory counseling or therapy, community service, restitution for emergency response costs, and educational programs addressing the consequences of false reporting.